Good evening and welcome to the Black Business Project. I'm your host, Catrice. Let's get into it.
It's a Black Business Project.
More than a TV show, we're a movement, informing and connecting, building our community. Beyond the Gulf Coast, coast to coast. Black owned, everything black owned. More than a TV show, we're a movement, informing and connecting, building our community. Beyond the Gulf Coast, coast to coast. Black owned, everything black owned.
It's a Black Business Project. It's a Black Business Project.
Black owned, everything black owned.
It's a Black Business Project. It's a Black Business Project.
Black owned, everything black owned. Everything black owned.
Welcome back. And now for your community focus.
I'm Avery Cole, and this is a special report for the Black Business Project. For over a century, the Black Church was the undisputed CEO of our community, the headquarters for civil rights, economic networking, and social safety nets. But today, we're witnessing a historic shift. Recent data indicates that while 70 to 80% of Black men still believe in a higher power, they are increasingly absent from the pews. In fact, monthly attendance among Black Protestants plummeted 15% points between 2019 and 2023. Tonight, we're looking past the Sunday morning suit to ask, where did the men go? And what does their exit mean for the future of Black economic solidarity? For many men, the exit isn't about a loss of faith, but a loss of safety. In our interviews, a recurring theme emerged: the feeling of being surveilled rather than supported. The performance trap. Many younger men, particularly millennials and Gen Z, report feeling that church requires performance, respectability politics that doesn't allow for vulnerability. The liability label. Research suggests Black men often feel viewed as either a potential leader or a potential liability, rarely as human beings who need a place to just breathe. Institutional disconnect. With roughly 33% of Black millennials identifying as religiously unaffiliated, the traditional 8-track church in the digital world no longer offers the immediate, relevant answers they find on their smartphone. From the perspective of the Black Business Project, the church was once our most powerful financial institution, but today, the financial contract between Black men and the church is under fire. The tithing gap. Black Americans earn roughly 20% less than white Americans, yet many feel the church's constant focus on tithing and building funds offer no tangible safety net when they face job loss or medical crisis. The gendered pulpit. There's a growing perception that because women make up the majority of the congregation and financial base, pastors may be hesitant to deliver messages that directly address the unique, sometimes uncomfortable challenges of Black manhood for fear of alienating their donors. Upward mobility. Interestingly, research shows a strong correlation between church attendance and upward mobility. 53% of Black men who attend church as youth reach the middle class. However, as men achieve that success, many find their church's social climbing, culture, or pulpit pimp perceptions to be a deterrent rather than a drain. If they aren't in the pews, where are they? We followed the data to find that Black men are redefining worship through community and entrepreneurship. the virtual sanctuary. Nearly 20% of Black churchgoers now only watch remote, choosing the God on my terms model over physical attendance. Brotherhood outside of the building. Men are seeking companionship without distortion, finding brotherhood in fitness groups, investment clubs, and professional networks that provide the mentorship the church used to own. The spiritual but not religious rise. A significant number of Black men are moving toward individualized faith, prioritizing mental health and personal peace over institutional dogma. So, what is the altar call for the modern Black church? Experts say it's simple: partnership over performance. The church must transition from being a place where men are told what to do to a place where they are empowered to build. This means financial literacy workshops, mental health support, and transparent leadership that treats men as partners in the community economic future. The Black church is in time, but for Black men, it's being audited. And the results show that they are no longer willing to pay for a seat at the table that doesn't feed their modern reality. And the results show that they are no longer willing to pay for a seat at a table that doesn't feed their modern reality. For the Black Business Project, I'm 𝐁𝐵𝐸. Good night.
This concludes our community focus. We'll be right back after these messages.
This isn't just an economic show. It's an informative outlet for the Black community. The Black Business Project doesn't just share economic empowerment. We break down the facts that impact our neighborhoods, plain and powerful. From local issues to cultural events, from economic shifts to community wins, we keep you informed, connected, and empowered. Because knowledge is power and our stories matter. Join us Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. for the Black Business Project show. Boldly building Black business, only on your local Black news.
What if the next CEO came from your neighborhood? At Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, we're teaching the next generation how to lead, earn, and grow. From financial literacy to leadership and entrepreneurship, our youth learn real skills to build real success. We're not just building businesses, we're building the future. Join the movement, be the bootstraps. Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, empowering youth, building leaders, changing communities, being the bootstrap. For more information, visit lemonadestandbootcamp.com.
And now for your Money Minute.
Today, we're going to talk about national economic education and why it matters to all of us. The economy affects nearly every part of our daily lives: how much things cost, how much we earn, whether jobs are available, and how governments make decisions. Yet many people grow up without a clear understanding of how the economy works. National economic education helps individuals make informed choices, strengthens communities, and supports a healthier, more stable nation. Economic education is the study of how people, businesses, and governments make decisions about resources like money, time, and labor. It includes understanding of topics like earning income and budgeting, saving, spending, investing, supply and demand, inflation and prices, taxes, and government spending. At the national level, Economic education helps citizens understand how large-scale decisions like interest rates, trade, and public programs affect the country as a whole. National economic education matters because a strong economy depends on informed citizens. When people understand basic economic principles, they are better prepared to manage their personal finances, avoid debt, plan for their future, and make informed choices as workers, consumers, and voters. Economic education also reduces misinformation. Without it, people may feel confused or overwhelmed by financial news, rising prices, or policy changes. An educated population is better equipped to adapt to economic challenges and contribute to national stability and growth. Economic concepts aren't just abstract ideas. They show up every day. When you compare prices at the store, you're practicing smart consumer behavior. When you decide whether to save or spend money, you're making an economic choice. When businesses hire workers or raise wages, economy is at work. Understanding these ideas helps people make confident decisions instead of reacting out of fear or uncertainty. Economic education empowers individuals to take control of their financial lives. Schools and communities also play a huge role in national economic education. Teaching students about money management, entrepreneurship, and economic systems prepares them for adulthood. These skills are just as important as reading, math, and science. Communities also contribute through financial literacy workshops, youth programs and simulations, public discussions, and access to trusted economic information. When schools and communities work together, economic education becomes accessible to everyone, not just experts or professionals. Lastly, national economic education strengthens democracy. Citizens who understand economic issues are better able to evaluate public policies, budgets, and national priorities. They can ask informed questions and participate meaningfully in civic discussions. Understanding economics helps people see how individual choices connects to larger national outcomes, like employment rates, public services, and economic opportunity. Knowledge leads to engagement, and engagement leads to positive change. In all, national economic education is essential for personal success and national well-being. By learning how the economy works, individuals gain confidence, independence, and the ability to plan for their future. Communities can grow stronger, and nations become more resilient. Economic education isn't just about money, it's about understanding choices, opportunities, and responsibility.
We'll be right back after these messages.
In a community that's rich with hues and shades, it's time to address a challenge that often lurks the shadows away: colorism. We are beautiful no matter what shade of brown we are. Let's stop colorism. Together, let's break the barriers of colorism and build bridges of acceptance. Join Bantu Cola, where we're actively working to eradicate colorism. Visit our website to discover how you can be part of the movement where diversity in all its shades are celebrated. Celebrating blackness in every hue by eliminating colorism.
Welcome back. And now for our educational segment.
Customer service is the support you offer your customers both before and after they buy and use your products or services. How a business defines customer service shapes every customer interaction. When a business limits its service only to focus on revenue growth, it misses the overall point of customer service. Instead, customer service should provide a clear direction for every representative to address the customer's needs as much as possible and bring the vision of an amazing customer experience to life. After all, a happy customer will continue to be a buying and returning customer. Your soft skills are essential for successful customer service interactions. Here are a few areas business owners should key in on when it comes to being effective in customer service. The first, be an active listener. Understanding the customer's problem correctly and anticipating possible questions is the key to effective communication and successful interactions. Next, pay attention. Give the speaker your undivided attention and acknowledge the message. Recognize that nonverbal communication also speaks loudly. Look at the speaker directly. Do not act annoyed when asked a question. Put aside distracting thoughts. Don't mentally prepare for a rebuttal or answer. Avoid being distracted by environmental factors. For example, side conversations or other customers standing waiting to speak with you. And listen to the speaker's body language. Now, show that you are listening. Use your own body language and gestures to show that you are engaged. You can nod occasionally, smile and use other facial expressions. Make sure that your posture is open and interested, and encourage the speaker to continue with small verbal comments like yes and uh-huh. Our personal filters, assumptions, judgments, and beliefs can distort what we hear. As a listener, your role is to understand what is being said. This may require you to reflect on what is being said and to ask questions. Reflect on what has been said by paraphrasing. What I'm hearing is, or sounds like you're saying, are great ways to reflect back. Ask questions to clarify certain points. What do you mean when you say, is this what you mean? Finally, summarize the speaker's comments periodically. Interrupting is a waste of time. It frustrates the speaker and limits full understanding of the message. Allow the speaker to finish each point before asking questions. Don't interrupt with counter arguments. Your soft skills communication. Respond appropriately. Active listening is designed to encourage respect and understanding. You are gaining information and perspective. You add nothing by attacking the speaker or otherwise putting them down. Be candid, open, and honest in your response. Assert your opinions respectfully. Treat the other person in a way that you think they would want to be treated. This is the beginning of effective communication. By working the front lines of the company, it is important to communicate knowledge and information to customers clearly and concisely. Make it easy for customers to understand the interaction, whether it's in person, over the phone, on chat, or via email. To be effective in communication, one must be confident. Confident customer service reps create a foundation of trust and professionalism with customers. Also, be empathetic. The ability to understand and share feelings of another person is crucial for customer service. Showing empathy and creating an emotional response earns lifelong customers for the company. Next, be flexible. Flexibility in thinking helps find the right way of communication with every customer and delivers them a personalized experience. Be positive. A positive and friendly attitude is the basis of a small interaction where the customer is more likely to be satisfied with their service. Be a problem solver. Customers won't always diagnose their issues correctly. A great rep takes the initiative to solve the issue at hand and anticipate any future problems the customer may have and address it during the current interaction. Finally, be a team player. Being able to work for the good of the entire customer service team creates a positive and supportive environment. This will increase rep morale, drive productivity, and result in great interactions. Show that you are listening. Provide feedback. Defer judgment. Pay attention. Be an active listener. When it comes to customer service, first impressions are lasting ones.
Very powerful information. We hope you enjoyed that segment. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking to grow your business? Do you want to earn up to twice your revenue? The Black Business Project can help you get there. Become a sponsor today and gain exposure. The options to be a sponsor include segment sponsor, presenting sponsor, and community sponsor. If you're interested and want to learn more, please contact this email down below.
What if the next CEO came from your neighborhood? At Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, we're teaching the next generation how to lead, earn, and grow. From financial literacy to leadership and entrepreneurship, our youth learn real skills to build real success. We're not just building businesses, we're building the future. Join the movement. Be the bootstraps. Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, empowering youth, building leaders, changing communities, being the bootstrap. For more information, visit lemonadestandbootcamp.com.
If you have any questions about our show today, please drop your comments below. If you are a business owner, please take a look at our webpage and apply to register your business. And in the next few months, there are several events that will be coming up. Please take a look at our event screen so that you can know what you can attend and when you can attend them. Until next time, stay connected, stay informed.
It's a Black Business Project.
More than a TV show, we're a movement, informing and connecting, building our community. Beyond the Gulf Coast, coast to coast. Black owned, everything black owned. More than a TV show, we're a movement, informing and connecting, building our community. Beyond the Gulf Coast, coast to coast. Black owned, everything black owned.
It's a Black Business Project. It's a Black Business Project.
Black owned, everything black owned.
It's a Black Business Project. It's a Black Business Project.